Ye was like, oh, he look cool, bring him up. I get a call from Heron, a text. He's like, oh, I want you to come to the Yeezus casting, whatever. I'm like, shit, I'm already going.
Yeah, I say I ride, I swerve. Barely missing the curve, I got that bad bitch, she twerking, hit the pole.
I was in Atlanta at the time when I heard about like the show, and then my agent had sent me the casting, and it was like for that Sunday, but I was still gonna be in Atlanta. And then I was like, shit, I ain't even gonna be able to make this shit. But I probably wasn't even gonna get the job anyway, type shit. And then I get another email on Sunday talking about, oh, it's going on till Monday too. So I was like, oh shit, I might as well go then. So I get straight off the motherfucking plane, go to New York, and go to the casting. The line was long as fuck, because it was like a public casting too. Like, I'm saying like, from Harlem to fucking Queens, bro, that's how long the line was. Bro, this shit was out the door, paparazzi everywhere, and I just walked through that motherfucker, and then I seen so many like people like that knew me trying to like, yo, blah, blah, yo, can you let me skip? Like, I was just looking at them like, and so I went in, and then so I'm there, and then I go in, and then I'm just standing there trying to just be chill and shit, and then Ye just like the whole room just look at me like this, like, and I feel mad awkward, super awkward, but I'm just like trying not to make eye contact with nobody. So then they bring me up, and he's like, take pictures of him in that outfit. So I'm taking pictures, and then Virgil is styling me and looks. I'm here for like, they got me here for like 30 minutes trying on all these damn outfits, but like, if I don't get the job, something is wrong with me, like, something's wrong. And then so like, I ended up getting the job to skip ahead, and then that shit was hard. Like, I got to speak, I got to like small talk with Ye a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, of course, there's a person I look up to. I was in the show, and then like rehearsal, and then he was like, can you sag your pants a little bit? Cause I had the brown pants on, the crotch wasn't like low enough. So like, can you sag your pants a little bit? So I sagged them. Them shits was like at my ass crack, bro. But the shirt was already long as fuck. And then he was like, no, even more. And I sagged them more, bro. These shits was like at my knees, bro. They had to be at my knees. Like, bro, you want me to sag them anymore? I'm gonna have to carry them shits behind me, bro. And then he was like, no, like Chief Keef sag. And I was like, shit, all right, say no more. Whoop. Shit was looking saucy though. That's just a funny story. You know what I'm saying? My encounter with Ye. After the show happened, like a lot of people just started like just recognizing me and like, oh yeah. And then they found out I did clothes, and then who I know, whatever, shit like that. And it was really, I felt really blessed to have the opportunity. I was the only Asian kid in the show, so it was even more lit.
I can see that bullshit from a mile away. See it. You can step my money about a mile away. Stack it. I got 3 white bitches like it's powder day. What? Mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my bitches says they call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that juice.
You know, music was like always my real passion. You know what I'm saying? I grew up rapping in the shower and like closing my eyes and imagining that I was at Coachella in front of like 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? That was always my dream. Before fashion, before anything. Like, my first love was music. And so I always used to sing in the car. Like, I used to write some whack-ass rhymes when I was in like 5th grade and shit. And then, you know, I had always put it on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm gonna do this fashion shit. And then, you know, I'm gonna get back to the rapping and the music and all that shit. I had met Ray Sremmurd through a cinematographer / videographer named Max Haliva. And he is from my hometown in New Jersey, and we went to the same high school. So he had hit me up because he know I did clothes and like I style people sometimes. So he was like, yo, do you want to help out with the Up Like Trump video? And then I was like, sure, you know what I'm saying, I'll do it, but you know, I gotta be the head stylist for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me control the whole wardrobe. He's like, shit, that ain't no problem. So I had did that. I had went hard. Like, I didn't sleep for 2 days straight because I was trying to get this shit right. And like, I was in contact with their manager, and then we was just organizing shit like how they wanted to look or whatever. So I ended up like dropping all the money on like clothes, and then when it came time for the video shoot, that shit was lit. So it was lit as hell. And then I met them there, and then you know, we just like that, we just like clicked. And then that's how I met Mike. I met him at the video shoot, and I had a conversation with him. We just talking about you know what I'm saying, like ideas and like changing the game up. And then he was like, man, you remind me of a young version of me. And then I was like, word, bro, that's love. And then from that point on, he had always been looking out for me and shit. And then he took me around New York, You know, I rode with them to like all the events that they was doing, and then, you know, we just kicked it, got to know each other more. Like Mike Will is like my mentor, so this is cool. So music was always my real passion. When I had met Ray Sremmurd and Mike Will, and then they, you know, they had like took me in and shit to the family. I was like, you know, maybe it's time to, you know what I'm saying, really go back to what I really want to do. Instead of like, you know, I'm helping all these other people out, you know what I mean, like styling people and then like modeling for different companies and shit. You know, I want to do something for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just follow my real dreams and shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do some music. I'm gonna really take this shit seriously because, you know, it's what I love to do. I was in the studio working one day in Jersey, and then I had got a phone call from Mike, and then I picked it up, and then Mike started singing my lyrics to me on the phone, and I was like, bro, Mike Will really singing my lyrics on the phone with me right now? I'm like, this shit crazy. I'm like, shit, bro, what's up with you? What you doing? Like, small talk shit. He's like, shit, bro, that record was hard, blah, blah. And then so at this point, I'm super gassed. I'm like, I feel like fucking Iron Man. I'm like, shit, I'm about to suit up in the studio. I'm about to make some more heat, blah, blah. I'm gonna send you more shit. I'm gonna send you more shit. And then since then, it was like, I just been a workaholic since then. I just been addicted to this shit. You know what I mean? Making music. And it's not even like I'm making music for other people or like to show people or to prove something. It's just like, I'm just making music because I just love good music. And that's really where it's coming from. I'm not gonna tell you how music sound or whatever. Y'all just gonna have to wait. If you go on my Snapchat, Shada_Spence, I'll be putting snippets on it. I'm about to drop a shirt on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, I haven't dropped clothes in a bit. I just feel like this is really it. This is the shirt right here. It's a drawing I had did like a few months back, and then, you know, I would usually people would, you know, sell prints of their paintings and shit, but I just like to look at it as like an opportunity for me to just, you know what I'm saying, put on a shirt, you can wear it. So like I'm treating the shirts as like the prints. Like I'm only printing 30 of them. I'm not trying to make no big bread off of it. I'm just trying to, you know, get it out there for the people who really want it and really support me and fuck with me. I'm also dropping 2 other pieces along with it that I'm gonna just throw on the site for people to fuck with. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go super hard with the clothing shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like this shit is very oversaturated right now, and it's like clothing. Everyone wants to make clothes. Same thing with music. Everyone wants to make music, but at the end of the day, the work is gonna speak for itself. All that internet shit, like, that shit really don't mean nothing if you're not doing nothing in real life with it. But don't let nobody tell you that followers ain't dollars, because if you smart, you gonna turn that shit to dollars. ILS been fucking with me since like 2012. Like every release I did, they always backed it up, supported it, did a write-up about it. And shout out to ILS, shout out to Kadeem, and it's not on some business shit. Like Kadeem is my homeboy. Like Kadeem was one of the people who told me about patience and shit. And back then I wasn't really trying to hear none of that bullshit. But now I understand what you're telling me. Like, you gotta be patient. Shit will happen if you're doing something good. If you're doing something good, people gonna find out about it. You know what I'm saying? So never stress it. And if people don't find out about it, just go back to the drawing board and get to work. You know what I mean? Everybody got their place in this world. You just gotta find it. You know what I'm saying? Real talks never forget the dump land or where we come from, yeah. Real talks never worry about pagan, cause we destiny done plan.